Nope. I'd introduce the video showing the basics. I say the basics, it took me all day because I also decided to buy tools and stuff. Anyway, this video is brought to you by Displate. I've actually made a video with Displate before, and they make these amazing metal posters which you can actually get pretty much anything you want on. SLS, another dream car of mine. I had to get an Afro Samurai one. I'm obsessed with Afro Sam. Meadow, you still need to watch that all with me. Skyline. This one is actually for the garage because I thought it would be cool to place it where the Skyline is. Need for Speed Most Wanted, that's for the office. Need for Speed The Run, which is also going in the office. So I got a bunch of different types of ones. So as I mentioned, this video is brought to you by Displate. Massive thank you for supporting the channel. There is a link in the description. Panther20 for 20% off absolutely everything. Panther20, link in the description if it's easier for you. Thank you to Display for supporting the channel, and let's put one up actually. Put these magnets on your wall. They are magnets because they're metal posters. It's genius, and boom.
It's crooked.
But they're magnets. Look at that. Amazing. I'm actually happy with that.
That actually looks really cool.
Should we get a TT one for over there?
Yeah.
Other than getting sawdust all over my car, I did not just intend to do that. I made these ramps today because we have a constant problem. That is the car, it's very low. And I don't have a very low jack. And even if I did, it wouldn't fit properly under the bumper because it needs to get to the cross member, which is kind of far back. I made some ramps, and we're gonna use those ramps to get it up, to then jack it up, because today, I really need to start the process of getting this thing covered for the winter, which means we need to steam clean the underside. And it is now dark. I did start earlier, but the montage stuff took too long. It didn't. Being honest, yesterday I got a little bit stressed out about the jacking points of the Skyline. It is a really frustrating car to get up in the air. It's an old car. It's just really frustrating. The ramps help out a lot getting the car up a little bit, just enough to kind of get the jack underneath. I do currently have a bog standard jack, like not a low point jack. Having a low point jack would also help, but also it still would be too low to get under the Skyline. It's really like kind of high up, but I think I've got it. We're gonna get it up in the air. We're gonna clean the underside. So we're pretty much up in the air. Not exactly the most stable thing in the world because the jack stand, the jack points, whatever, is actually, most people say, the diff. If you know a diff, it's one thing in the middle. There's nowhere really to put the stand, so I've got the stand and the jack at the back. I'm going to do the front of the car, bring it down, go reverse up ramp. I've got two jack stands at the front, so I'm more trusting of that. Basically what we're going to be doing is cleaning the underside of the car. Steam cleaning, which I've done once in my life because I bought a steam cleaner. Just this little basic thing, heat up water. It's like a kettle really, like a fancy kettle. Short while later, we're done. It's not that dirty, to be fair.
Oh, really?
This is really actually satisfying. You're supposed to take the wheels off for the best results, but like, honestly, because it's lifted, the wheels have dropped down, and for the most part, the wheels, like, this car hasn't been used in the rain, so. This is a good car for like 20 years old.
Underneath there?
Yeah.
Is there much rust at all?
Little bits. Where I guess stone chips. Looks like it's some kind of extra thick paint because there's parts that aren't like that and the parts
Oh,
that are, so
okay.
they've probably gone over again.
Yeah.
To seal it, so. And it's probably like a more permanent thing than the stuff I'm about to put on, so double protection. So this is why they tell you not to jack up on the sills. Can you see it? It's all like crusty and
Yeah.
yeah, that's why they say
Yeah,
don't.
I can see that.
It's all bent in and
Ooh.
flaky. So with that, we're practically done with the whole underside cleaning stage of this, which is that's pretty much half of it. So pretty much the idea of this is to do an extra underseal. I mean, it looks like it's had a more permanent kind of underseal done, but every winter I'm going to be undersealing it a little bit with some of this wax oil. A lot of GTR members of the forums and stuff recommend this stuff. I mean, I haven't personally used it before because I've generally had cars that, you know, I don't really picture me trying to make it last forever and ever and ever, but for cars that I have that are going to try and last forever and ever, for example, if I got like an older car, the GTR, then I would definitely start using this pretty much every winter. Not that I'm actually going to drive the GTR very much in winter because, I mean, I just want to prolong it. I mean, I honestly still look at the weather as to when I'm going to be driving this car and that kind of thing, which honestly, it's really over the top. It would probably be fine. It's been what looks like to be properly understood, but I just want to make sure that this lasts forever, you know? It's such an amazing car to drive, and I want to look after it because it looks after me, I told you that. So the current stage is now to wait for it to dry, and I've not really get many chances to look at these two together. They look really, really good together, but that's it. I've got to wait for it to dry. Once it actually dries, then we can do the actual wax oil stuff, which honestly shouldn't really take that long. Cleaning didn't really take that long of the underside. The jacking up process was the most stressful part, but thankfully we made these little wood parts here, which will make my life a million times easier when getting it up for the next time. I've actually found a specialist that works with BMWs in the area, which is somewhere I'm going to check and see if they can give me a better deal on doing the brake, because I'm actually going to be using this car for when Meadows family comes. There's going to be 7 of us, 7-seater, makes sense to actually use this thing, so going to be looking at doing that. But I was feeling super defeated yesterday when I couldn't get the GTR up in there properly, and it was just rather frustrating. I got to a point where it was late in the evening and I wanted to get another video done, and it was just super stressful. I felt kind of defeated in general with a lot of things aren't going my way recently, which is rather frustrating, but that's just the way it is sometimes. You're going to keep pushing on and all that positivity stuff we tell ourselves to keep us going. Super happy with the Displate. Thanks again, Displate, for supporting the channel with the sponsorship. I will, again, link in the description for a 20% discount code because I love this. I'm hoping that I can get a couple more of those to the cars that I actually get when I eventually build my own house or something, or buy a new house. Buy a house. I don't own a house. Yes, I have a Skyline that's worth a bloody house deposit, a meaty one as well, but hey, priorities, right? Now just gonna get the sawdust off it that I decided to, the door's not closed. There we go. Decided to cut some wood while the car was in the garage, so we'll just get that off, make it a little bit nicer. Jobs are good, but there we go. So next time we will be undersealing the Skyline for the winter. When we do need to drive to get some more power, we won't be killing the car in the process. I did a couple of other bits to the car since I've last made a video. I did the engine bay, cleaned a little bit, looks a little bit nicer, and I also did the headlights, restored them a little bit. I want to go for it again at some point, but it looks a million times better because they are nice and clear. But that's pretty much it for what's going on with the Skyline. Be sure to smash like, subscribe if you want some more Skyline videos. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Until next time.
Bye.